I can't with you. Coors Light. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the show that nobody asked for.
Jaimie, I think you're rubbing off on me. I just started singing that. Hello.
I know.
I don't sing. What was that?
We sing and we dance. We have reels.
I think, Jaimie, it might be time for the theme song to the show that nobody asked for.
Let's do it. Roll that. Helen, roll it.
Rolling.
It's the show that nobody asked for, the only reason that we should shower. If these ovaries could talk right now.
Oh my God, what high tech that we have that I just had to lower my microphone. This is we stink.
I was just thinking we are so low budget.
The chances of me being able to hear you when I put these headphones in, 0.
You can't hear me?
I don't know who can say.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, now it's echoing. That is the weirdest thing.
Well, I'm fixing it, Jaimie. You welcome everybody.
Hi.
While I fix my tech.
Well, everybody say hi to us. We are so happy to have you here with us. Julie's here. Thanks for coming. I should be like that lady on Romper Room. I see Julie. Remember that? Romper Room?
I see Carol. They never said Robin.
No?
They never said Robin. I always wanted them to.
I don't know if they ever said Jaimie. And if they did, they didn't spell it the right way. I'll tell you that much.
Jaimie with 2 eyes. They did not say that.
Yeah. How about who gave me shit for having Jaimie with 2 eyes? Was it
Judy Gold? Wasn't it Judy Gold?
No. It was I think it was her, and then it was also Seth Rudetsky.
Oh yeah. I mean, pretty much everybody.
Everyone. That's my mom's fault. Anyway.
Jaimie, once you set up our first hot
topic. My mom's here. Hi,
Mama Sue.
Hi, Mama Sue. All right. So obviously, our first hot topic is the election because it's the ongoing torture of our lives right now. What
it really is.
What? My goodness gracious!
Well, as you can see.
I know.
Nicole Wallace is behind me. Here's what's happening for me during the election. One, I just said that as if I was on election coverage because I have been watching. I was like, and here we have on the map Nicole Wallace bringing us in here. And what that means for Allegheny County is we're lower than 36 percentage points. All right. No, I was like literally talking to one of my friends. I have this like group of about 5 of us who have this Telegram group, and we're just like frantically talking and calling each other. And I said, I have a live stream in an hour, and 2 things have to happen. 1, I have to shower, and 2, I can't shut this TV down. Like I can't. Well, I'm waking up at 5 and turning Hulu on my phone to watch the news at 5 a.m. in bed.
It's an obsession, and it's crazy.
It's a problem.
Yeah. I've been homeschooling Rose and like dealing with kids, and the whole time I'm having like anxiety in the back of my brain. I got to check the news. I got to turn the news on, but I can't turn the news on because sometimes there's a cartoon on the TV, and God forbid I change the cartoon on the TV. God forbid the hell that ensues.
I need to give you my Hulu login so you can like log in and watch it on your phone. I mean, I was watching it on the phone.
I just don't do it on my phone.
You have Hulu Live TV?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We don't have cable. We only have smart TV.
Me too.
We have them all.
So obviously we're drinking because of the election.
This is orange juice.
You're full of crap. Hold on. I have a question for everybody, and I would like to know right now. Okay, if I turn around and I'm looking at MSNBC, they're saying Biden leads. CNN is running a crawl right now that says Biden inching closer to a win.
He is.
Do you think that they have information that they are not sharing with us? This is my conspiracy theory, that they're not sharing with us because they want to keep us watching. Because it like Arizona, according to like what we're looking at, looks really close. So how is CNN posting up like Biden's inching closer to his win?
No, I don't think so, Robin. I don't know. Everybody chime in, but I think they're sharing what they have when they have it. They want to go to bed.
I don't know. Are you kidding? The people at CNN, this is like the Super Bowl of ratings for them, for money.
Listen, yeah, I guess, but I don't think, who knows?
It for sure. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that they might be waiting sometimes, like they're getting a nod and a wink, and they might be waiting, but Arizona has known for a while, and they're holding till 9 o'clock.
Arizona is Arizona is at how much percent right now? Are they the ones at 98%?
They're at 98% is Georgia. I just turned around to look at
Georgia
the
has been
polls.
at 98% for so long. Arizona has been at 88% since last night.
86%, because they're holding the ballots. They're holding ballots.
Yeah, because of Trump. Because he's
a
filing
maniac.
all these litigation blah blah blahs. Julie doesn't think so either. Julie's on my page. Have you guys seen the meme? Robin, you just shared it, but it's been floating around of the counters in Arizona. It's the sloth from Zootopia.
Yeah. And it's also, there was I was just telling Jaimie that on Alec Mapa's page, he shared one and it had a FedEx driver, and it was just delivering the last ballots, and it was Hillary's face photoshopped.
Yeah. Oh, Emily makes a really good point here. The people at CNN, all of them, would love to have the scoop and will post the info as soon as they have it. I think that's a really good point, because everybody wants to be the first to have they want to be
but
they don't want to say it too soon, so there is that.
The Secretary of States have said when they're going to come out with the information. I think there's a nod and a wink to it's leaning in this direction. We're not going to confirm or deny, but I think I don't think they're blindsided, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're given the numbers and they're holding them, but I think that there's definitely a nod and a wink to, you're not going to be wrong if you put that crawl up.
All I know is my house, once these kids go to sleep, has been hilarious these past couple of nights. It's I don't watch sports. I don't get into sports, but Anne gets very into sports, and she gets vocal, and she jumps up and she claps, and that's what it sounds like. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what our house has sounded like these past couple nights. And last night we finally had to we shut it down. We watched The Amazing Race. We needed to take a break. 'Cause this is driving us crazy, because you're not getting any extra info.
I have not been able to shut it down. I have been watching, today I told myself I wasn't going to watch it wall to wall, have not shut the TV off. But I have another question for everyone about this. So I'm having a lot of feelings. Obviously, I think we're all having a lot of feelings. Hold on, someone put some. My partner makes me feel like she's watching a football game.
That's me too. It's hilarious.
But so when it first started coming in, I went to bed rather early the first night because I was feeling like I was back in 2016. But then what I realized, it wasn't just about the idea that he could be winning. It was about I was looking at these numbers, and I was so disappointed in Americans and people in the United States that I was thinking, how could you have seen these last 4 years and then been you know what, this is a good idea. That we're still to this day only 3.5 million votes apart. 66 million people voted to keep him in.
No, yes, I feel the same way. Rebecca, enjoy the wedding.
Woo,
these times are crazy. I feel the same way. It's completely disheartening. It was not supposed to be. I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if it's right to say it's close. It is close, but it's this crazy extended amount of time because of the extra people who voted and the people who voted via mail-in. So that is something to take hope from, right?
Yes,
the fact that all of these extra votes coming in are, I don't know, but hopefully on our side. But yes, agreed. Very disheartening that people are still what? Why?
It's what I realize is it's become a moral thing for me as a parent, as a person. It's become like what he's doing with all these lawsuits. He is being the biggest poor sport, the biggest cheater, and all the people around him enable him. And I think about, as a parent, I would be so mother effing disappointed if either of my kids turned out like that. And this next step that I make in my mind is that for people I know to support him or vote for him, I'm thinking you are putting your needs, whatever those needs are, whether it's guns, whether it's taxes, you're putting your needs in front of morality and having that type of a person lead us.
It's tricky though. It's so tricky.
It is.
Everybody comes at it from their own, but it is very hard to not take it personally when we feel so attacked. Not just that. It's not even the fact that we feel our community is attacked and all the other communities that we care about are on attack from this regime. But it's also just
Well,
how can you support just that person?
Yeah.
I can't. How do you? I don't want my son talking about girls the way he talks about women. Yep. And I don't want my daughter ever talked about the way he talks about women.
Yep.
That one person. Yep. I can't believe people are even okay with the way he speaks.
I know. Well,
and then no leadership, and then everybody's dying.
Yep.
Literally dying.
It's amazing that COVID sort of got swept under the rug in this election. But, I heard on, I don't know, one of the channels I was obsessively watching this morning, that a couple of people said this, and it was the only thing that made me sort of think a little differently about this whole morality argument, is they said that this many people are voting this way, whether they're in the suburbs or in rural America, and we have to listen to them. We have to understand, we have to understand why they are where they are, and we have to figure out what message we're missing from them. And I don't know what the answer to that is, but I did think that was interesting.
I think that's a great way to look at it, and I think that hopefully when if Biden wins, we get a uniter in the White House who can help us bridge this divide that has gotten deeper, this chasm that has gotten deeper and deeper and deeper these past 4 years. Somebody needs to come here and lead us through a bridge and build a bridge for us, because right now it's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah. Your mom's chiming in saying Democrats say, I can't believe so many still support Trump. Trump supporters say the Democrats cheat, send in false ballots. Yeah. I mean,
it's a chasm that's happened, and there's no way to bridge this gap right now.
No, we're so divided. We're so divided. The one thing I will say is that before things got razor thin close in Arizona, I was kind of like, it's in the bag. Knocking wood. But before that happened, I was feeling what I realized was hopeful for the first time in years. Yeah. And I said to Mary, because Mary was all upset, we didn't flip the Senate and all that. And I was just like, who cares? I said,
it wasn't a blue wave.
I will be excited to not have some kind of outrageous, outlandish lie or moral corruption or scandal or story happen every single day. I can't live like that. Tweet. So I'm so excited for the temperature to just be brought down.
My brother is here. Hi, Jesse.
We hope so, Jesse. Go ahead. Sorry.
Biden will win Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. I don't know.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I hope. Look, it's just the Keltons up in here.
I know this is like a family video.
This is literally like dinner time at my house growing up. This is right up their alley. They can't get enough of this.
My mom's dead. All right, so let's move on to this.
My dad is.
Both my parents are dead.
Okay, I don't know why this is a one-upper.
Oh, my dad's also dead, Jaimie. Okay,
my dog just died.
My cat died. All right, let's. Not the one that pees on me.
I know.
She's still going strong, everybody. Jaimie wanted to talk about dealing with anxiety, and we wanted to know how you all are dealing with anxiety. So comment to us how you're handling it. Jaimie, how are you handling it?
I mean, the anxiety has been through.
I'll tell you how I'm handling it.
I know, I see that. The anxiety, I'm using a little bit of that, but the anxiety has been really through the roof. These past couple of days, and even the first day, Tuesday, forget about it. Robin and I both talked. We couldn't accomplish anything.
I
miss Dad too, bro. And your cat too. Yeah,
gummies and rum. I hope you mean the good gummies. By the way, I've been leaning into those a little bit too for sleep.
Get it? Okay. Well, I couldn't go. There's this song. It's a Sondheim musical theater song. And it epitomizes exactly the feeling. It's about the love you have for somebody else that you can't have. But the sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. And that is my life right now. I can't look anywhere without being obsessed with the election.
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm like this. I'm like, am I missing anything?
Yeah, it's like your lover that you can't have. It's
Yeah.
you're just it's obsessed. So how is everybody dealing with this? Because the first date, Robin and I called Robin because I was feeling really bad that I wasn't getting any work done, and I wanted to see how much work I was missing out on because Robin just goes. And luckily, she was on the same page as me, so nothing got done that day. And then we're slowly like trickling into
building back up to action. I mean, that first day, I didn't even pretend. I was like, I'm sitting on the couch. Like Jaimie and I did a fun social media story, but that was it. I was like, I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to like, if anybody important emails, I'll respond. If not, GFY. And then yesterday I did
GFY means.
I got to go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
I got up to like 25% yesterday. I think I hit a solid 50 to 60% of productivity today. Tomorrow will be a good day. Probably. Hopefully.
I did some stuff today. I did some work. But
we did. We're getting back. It's like, I mean, you can't live in this space forever.
Mm. Not turning on the TV, binging Hulu and Netflix. I get that. I got to watch the news. I got to know. It's like I need to know in real time every second. It's really.
Well, you in fairness, you could actually not, because you know I'm going to tell you as soon as anything major happens.
I know, but
I'm going to be like tweet to texting and.
I mean, also, my wife was a history and government major, so no, we're not. That she needs to know too.
I feel like I want to go out of order, Jaimie, because of that lead in there of what someone was just saying about watching TV.
Okay, topic? You keep forgetting my moment.
No, I just wait for you to do it, Jaimie. That's your moment. You got to just do it. You're doing it. You need a director's cue, Jaimie.
Stop
3 and 2 and 1.
Stop censoring me, lady.
Alerts on my phone. Yeah,
I think Robin has the alerts. I don't have
but I don't have like CNN. I have News Now because it's unbiased, and BBC America, and I get their alerts, and then I feel like it's less hysterical.
News Now is unbiased. Okay,
it's a new news. It's a News Nation or something. I'll find out what it is and I'll tell you. But it's like their whole thing is they're trying to create unbiased news.
Oh,
which I'm excited about.
Maybe we should report. I don't think we're unbiased.
And another thing,
was that me?
No, that was me. I don't know. I just sweated, and then I was like, I just finished Fosse Verdon.
So good,
and I have to tell you,
brilliant.
I think that Michelle Williams is our generation's Meryl Streep, and I'm going to say it. She might even be better. I said it.
Listen, I mean,
I feel like I'm cheating on Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
but
you can't say that about Meryl, but
she's on there. I mean, they're on
I can't believe what she did in that show. She was brilliant.
You forgot it was her.
Changed her voice. She changed her singing voice, even
her physicality,
everything.
It was like, especially when she was playing older Verdon, she was so unrecognizable. She almost looked like Allison Janney at some point.
She won an award.
Of course she did. She should have won every award.
the whole
every award for everything.
And then I look back after I watched that. I look back to everything I've seen her in and realized, oh my God, I have loved her in everything.
I loved her back in Dawson's Creek, but that was I think
I never watched that.
A hell of a crush on her. That's a different thing. It was not it's not just her acting, because also, by the way, the fact that Sam Rockwell, who was also brilliant in it, is overshadowed by her tells you how good she was.
Yeah, overshadowed completely.
That
show is so good.
The script was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the way that they showed things, like they had this one clip where he was like suicidal, and they kept showing him jump off a ledge, and it was so jarring, but it was so brilliant. Like the show don't tell of it. It was amazing. What's that on? It was on Amazon Prime?
I don't know. It's called Fosse Verdon.
It was on Hulu because it was originally on FX.
I think it's a cable show.
It's called Fosse Verdon. Go ahead.
It's about Bob Fosse and Gwen Verdon. It's a true story about their lives. And they were a couple. Bob Fosse is a famous choreographer from the 70s. And Gwen Verdon was like his muse. But Gwen Verdon, we all know Gwen Verdon.
She was Sweet Charity. She originated Lola. She was amazing.
If you grew up in the 80s, she was in Cocoon, which I remember her from that even.
Well, she got you to be a straight actor too. Yeah.
She was amazing. So it's a really brilliant show. So if you haven't watched it, you guys should watch it, especially if you love musicals like I do.
You do. What would you wanted to talk about a book series?
Okay, it's not a book. I've been waiting for this my whole life. I've been waiting to be able to read books that I like with my children, that I'm like into. And this is not like Harry Potter level, but we've been reading The Phantom Toll Booth. Have you guys read that book?
I don't know this series or book. I don't know it.
It's not a series. It's a book. I read this when I was a kid. It's just one book. It's a chapter book about this little boy who gets this kit in the mail. He's like bored with life. He gets a kit in the mail and it has a car. He drives the car through this toll booth that he had to set up, and he goes into this other world. And it's all about, but it's a world, Dictionopolis and Digitopolis. So it's about words and all the things that can happen with words and double entendres, and like it's.
Oh, I love that.
It's so cool. And then Digitopolis is all, obviously all about numbers, and they have to rescue the sisters Rhyme and Reason to bring. It's like I love this book.
Is it middle reader or is it YA or it's?
I don't know. It's elementary school. I have it right over there.
Maybe I'll put it on Henry's Kindle.
Oh, he might like it. I mean, it's brainy. He likes brainy stuff. It's brainy. And I didn't, at first, when we started reading, I thought, oh God, she's not going to be into this. But she's digging it. She's not getting all of the nuance.
That's okay. They reread stuff so much.
Exactly. And I just remember loving this book so much. So I am super.
Jaimie, stop looking at the book.
I keep looking at the book.
I know. The book's over there. Stay with me.
It's like I'm looking at Helen. Book.
Helen.
Helen's like, I read that too. It's okay. No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing I have noticed about the book that is not the greatest. When you look at old things with your new lens, as they say, it's a bit sexist. I keep looking at the book. It's a bit sexist. It's I don't know if it's racist. I mean, it's got to be racist. It's not woke. We'll say that. It's sexist.
Let's not say that either.
It's not woke. It doesn't have the
I
lens.
mean, sometimes when you're reading stuff that's dated, that's and those are opportunities for conversations with your kids.
Yeah, totally. And I do. Rose gets annoyed with me, so I have to temper how much I do it. Yeah, no, Mom, I know. And then it's like, and then I have to temper how much I do that talk. But
maybe it's time for your next.
I'm drinking. Hot topic.
When your tutor has COVID, go, Jaimie.
So, guys, man. First of all, I have to say it's a fun title, but our tutor does not have COVID. She doesn't have COVID. On what day was it? Tuesday, Wednesday. What is today? Thursday. On Tuesday, she's at her learning pod with the tutor, and we get a text from one of the moms. So everybody knows, our tutor, I won't say her name, our tutor just left early because she has to go get a COVID test because a friend of hers that she was with over the weekend just tested positive. So I panicked a little bit. Like, this is crazy. And this is a shit show, guys. There were no guidelines for what do you do? So I'm like, all right, all the moms like went and picked up the kids early that day. And we're like, and I didn't know, Robin is frozen. Are we supposed to quarantine? Are we supposed to, what are we supposed to do? It's not a direct contact. So, what's the protocol here? And there's no protocol. So I called my pediatrician on the way to pick her up, and I kept going, Robin, you're back, but we can't hear you. I called my pediatrician on the way to pick her up, and the pediatrician was like, you need to quarantine for 2 weeks. You need to keep her away. You need to keep her off playgrounds. Just quarantine her. And they also said when she gets home, wipe down all of her school supplies. Don't take any chances. And then I got off the phone. I was like, well, that's aggressive. So long story short, we've been quarantining this week, which sucks. It's like we're back in lockdown again, and I hate this, and it's caused so many panicked feelings within me. It's really scary. So that happened, but it looks like she doesn't have. She's testing all week. She's going to test again tomorrow. Still negative. And we're going to get tested this weekend, but I don't know. Do we go for the whole 2 weeks? Can we make it just till Monday and then maybe like do like a hybrid thing? I don't know. Can we hear you now, Robin? Okay, good.
You can hear me now, but I am going to just say this. I'm having some kind of a technical difficulty in that my charger for my laptop is not working. I know the outlets are working, but so I got 10% before the computer dies. So we might have to, go. We might. Okay, you can wrap it up, but I won't be able to shut it down. So we'll have to. We'll shut down when I get to like 2%.
Yeah. So, but anybody, I don't know if everybody heard that story. Let us know if you heard it because Robin's the host of this whole thing. So.
And what we wanted to ask if like what Rebecca's back, you guys, in case we're wondering, is if anybody has thoughts like what would you do? I mean, I think I would go at least 5 to 10 days, probably closer to the 10 days, and then be testing. I would probably just stay inside. I mean, I just would be so worried about it, but it is really hard.
I have to say, it's really scary. The idea of going back into lockdown again. We went through this already.
Yes.
And as soon as I heard that we're going to have to do this again, that my heart started beat. Like, I am so afraid of being on lockdown again. This is just a precursor to what might happen in the future. The tutor doesn't have COVID. She was with someone over the weekend that just tested positive, but she doesn't. So yeah.
It's just, I mean, but the reality is in terms of this lockdown is that could be coming this winter anyway.
That's
so
what I'm saying. I just got a little case of what it's going to feel like, and this doesn't feel good. This is second time around. This is not going to feel good. Okay, good. I didn't cut out. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, if she tests negative, I would not quarantine. Yeah,
and the moms in the pod we're all on different sides of this, which makes that difficult too.
That is very difficult.
So
I mean, I would quarantine for probably a week. I mean, that's just me. Probably.
Well, that's what we're going for the whole week.
And then start testing.
Yeah, we had plans this weekend. We canceled. Like we're trying to do our best at least this week, and then we're going to reassess next week.
Yeah. All right, Jaimie, hit us with your next
hot topic.
It's so hard. Yes,
I know. That's why.
I know. So I don't know if you guys saw, but we were on Judy Gold's podcast, part 1 and part 2. So it's last week and this weekend. No, if you saw that we were, not saw the podcast. It was so fun to be.
So fun.
Because, we had Judy on our podcast and Judy's like a maniac. She's just like 100 miles an hour. And she was just like, we were in her house and she was screaming at her son. And it was like crazy talk.
Screaming at us.
And mostly Jaimie, which was fun. And then... Which, by the way, I encourage. I keep pointing it out so that she'll yell more at you.
I don't get yelled at that often.
It's fun. And then to have her be so prepared and just
God. She actually read our book.
I know.
I mean, well, she wrote the foreword to our book, so she had to have read the book.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Look at Rebecca with my mom again. She had to have read that book, but she really did a research. She had questions prepared.
And she had us on the ropes, too. She was asking personal stuff and getting Jaimie to share really intimate details. It was amazing.
Oh, my mom listened. Mom, were you shocked at some of those things that I divulged? I was like, oh my God, my mom's going to listen to this.
You two should talk about that offline.
Oh my God.
Corporate speak.
I don't know how she got me to say so many things. What was that?
You didn't know it was coming. You didn't know it was coming. And all of a sudden Judy Gold's asking, you're like, well, all right, well, Judy Gold, I guess the first time was...
I was not prepared.
Oh,
but she was a lot of fun. And she made us a 2-parter, which is really cool.
I was really honored. It was Mary, Trump, and then us, which is just what? Oh, it's too Kelton a little surprise. You two are going to have a talk later with some wine.
It was nothing.
I know.
This is awkward. I
am not getting involved in this.
Feel so awkward.
Jaimie, take it to the next hot
topics. I'm off my game. I feel so awkward right now.
Well, because listen, it's time for me to get back to Nicole Wallace, but we do want to say before we go, we've been saying this over and over, but it's so important. If you can rate and review the book, Please don't. Jesse's brother, don't.
No, it's not that bad, Jesse. It's not that bad.
If you can rate and review the book, there's 3 places you can do it. Easiest is Google. If you just go into the Google browser and type in If These Ovaries Could Talk, our book comes up on the right side, and you can just give us 5 stars and write a little blurb. It's so simple. But also Goodreads and Amazon. Like those help us get the book, the algorithm up. And so it shares the book with more people and helps us sell books. So if you're able to do that, we would really, really love it.
Yes, please do that. And tell everybody you want Ovaries Talk paraphernalia for your birthday.
I mean,
I don't know, not that we have that much, but
give it away to your parents when you're trying. Like
you should. Such a good gift. But also you can still rate and review our podcast if you haven't already. We stopped saying that.
I know, but I feel bad. Anytime anyone emails us and says they like the podcast, we always end up with rate and review us. And I always feel bad. But at the same time, like if you a non-monetary gift to Jaimie and Robin is a rate and review, because it really just helps us get the podcast out and the book out more. I mean, we're just beholden to algorithms.
Every day I'm hustling. We hustle. We're just
I don't know. I just started doing that because you did. I do want to just say this one thing, that before we turned on the live stream, Jaimie told me.
Are you going to tell people?
Not the details, but Jaimie said, I just recorded a dance reel that you're going to have to do if we win the election. And she told me what it is. And I want you to know it's going to be really awkward and you're not going to be able to look away.
I have to say, it's even awkward me doing it, because it's like, what are you doing? But
it's not going to be pretty.
It's going to be interesting, but we're going to put those up and Robin has to copy it.
Be on the lookout for that. Also, what I've learned doing these reels is that when I dance, all I do is this. And like that, maybe I need to stop doing that, because I think that's not cute.
Don't stop doing that. Yes, like and subscribe us, Jesse. Look at my brother. He's like turning into a manager for us.
I know. Listen, I'm just saying I don't think it's cute. So I gotta try to come up with another dance.
I want you to keep doing it forever and ever. Amen.
I have to say the reels are fun. It's awful. And the best part is when we're doing the reels, by the way, Maxine is like critiquing me, like genuinely critiquing me. She's like, no, it's not done like that. I'm like, Maxine's supposed to be bad. I'm like, stop critiquing me.
I'm telling you, Maxine did that with one leg. Come on now.
She did that on that was crutches.
All jumping.
And by the way, do you know what she was doing for me?
She was on beat too.
She was audio cueing me so I could hit the beat. She goes, well, I noticed that you were getting mad at me. So what she would do is when the music, she was going hop, 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 hop. And I was like, thanks, Maxine. Like I straight up need that level of coaching.
Wait, oh my God. Also, my whole family did that same reel. Someone finally, no, Helen is here. She just fell asleep. Come on now.
She's drunk.
She's drunk. The election is really stressing her out. No, but everybody in my family did that same exact song. Maybe I'll share it. Anne did it. That's a fun one.
Bonus content. All right. Thank you, everyone. I have to get back to Nicole Wallace. She is waiting for me. And if I don't get back to it, like the country could implode. That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't think so, but okay.
Probably not.
Okay.
All right. This was fun, Jaimie. This was real delightful to talk to you.
So glad you guys all came. Thanks for coming.
And pretty soon, by the way, we're going to have a guest. We're going to have the founder of Mombian. That's coming at you. And also we're going to have a lawyer on. So we'll give you some heads up on that one, and you can ask your legal questions.
Our in-resident lawyer who we always have on, Anthony.
Yes.
Okay. And Mombian, Dana. Love it. Yeah.
Yes. Eggs.
Ovaries
out. I don't know what that was. Nicole.